Hello everyone, my name is Owen Guardian. Today we will discuss about two topics here. First topic is inside the computer and the second topic is malicious software. And let's go for the first topic, inside the computer. Introduction. Have you ever asked what extraordinary things are inside a computer that make it able to do so many cool things? Starting from watching film, editing videos, playing games, and the coolest thing is that we can communicate with many people out there to speed up work called a computer. Isn't that interesting? And it turns out that there are many components that make a computer able to do so many cool things. First component is Central Processing Unit, or CPU. This is the brain of the computer. It performs most of the processing inside the computer. The CPU interacts and carry out the instruction from the computer memory. The CPU is the primary component that executes instruction from software. It processes tasks and coordinates the action of other components in the computer. And the next component is random access memory, or RAM. This is the computer short-term memory. It stores data the computer is currently using so that it can be quickly accessed by the CPU. RAM is the computer temporary storage space. It holds data that is actively being used or processed by the CPU, allowing for quick access and manipulation. And the next component is hard drive. This is the computer long-term memory. It stores data, files, and software even when the computer is turned off, such as your operating system, application, and personal files. And the next component is motherboard. This is the main circuit board of the computer. All other components are connected to the motherboard. This main circuit board that holds the CPU, RAM, and other essential components. It also provides connection for the other peripherals like your keyboard and mouse. And the next is power supply unit or PSU. This converts power from the wall outlet into usable power for the other component inside the computer. The PSU converts electrical power from your outlet into a form that the computer can use, supplying power to all the components. The next is graphic processing unit or GPU. This processes graphic and it is essential for rendering image, animation, and video on the computer screen. It is especially important for tasks like gaming or graphic design. And the next is sound card. This processes audio and sends sound down the speakers. This component processes audio data and provides audio output capabilities, like sound for games or music playback. Most modern computers have a built-in sound card in the motherboard. And the next is Network Interface Card, or NIC. This allows the computer to communicate over a network, like the internet. The NIC allows your computer to connect to a network, enabling internet access and file sharing between devices. The conclusion of us discussed is the complexity and precision of component working in harmony, allowing you to compute, create, and connect in ways previously thought impossible. A miniature universe operated within it, a manifestation of human intelligence and relentless pursuit of progress. Thank you. And the next is second discussion about malicious program or malicious software. Introduction. Malware or malicious software is an umbrella term that describes any malicious program or code that is harmful to system. It refers to any intrusive software developed by cybercriminals, often called hackers, to steal data and damage or destroy computers and computer systems. Like the human flu, it interferes with normal function of computer. There is 7 types of malware. There are virus, worms, trojan, spyware, virus malware, adware, and ransomware. First, virus. Virus are subgroup of malware. Virus are malicious software attached to document or file that support macros to execute their code and spread from host to host. Once downloaded, the virus will save until the file open and used. Virus are designed to disrupt a system ability to operate. As a result, virus can cause operational problems and significant data loss. And the second is worms. A worm is a type of malicious software that rapidly replicate and spread to any device within the network. Unlike virus, worms do not host program to disseminate. A worm infects a device to download file or a network connection before it multiplies and disappears at an exponential rate. Like virus, worm can severely disrupt the operation of device and cause data loss. And the next is Trojan horse or Trojan virus. Trojan virus and discourses are helpful software program. Puts once the user download it, the Trojan can gain access to sensitive data and then modify, block, or delete the data. This can be extremely harmful to the performance of the device. Unlike normal virus and worm, Trojan viruses are not designed to self-replicate. The next is spyware. Spyware is malicious software that runs securely on your computer and reports back to remote user. Rather than simply disrupting a device operation, spyware targets sensitive information and can gain remote to access to predators. Spyware, spyware is often used to steal financial or personal information. A specific type of spyware is keylogger, which record keystroke to reveal password and personal information. And the next is virus malware. Virus malware is type of memory resident malware. As the term suggests, it's, it's malware that operates from victim computer memory, not from file on the hard drive. Because there are no files to scan, it's harder to detect than traditional malware. It also makes forensic more difficult because the malware disappears when the victim computer is reboot. Contrast to most malware which requires a file run and then be infected. Virus malware does not require any files to run and infect because it will directly attack the system memory. In late 2017, the Cisco Talos Threat Intelligence Team posted an example of virus malware they, that they called a DNS messenger. And the next is adware. Adware is malicious software used to collect data on your computer usage and provide appropriate advertisement to you. But adware is not always dangerous. In some cases, adware can cause issues for your system. Adware can redirect your browser to unsafe site, and it can even contain Trojan and spyware. Additionally, significant level of adware can slow down your system noticeably. Because not all adware is malicious, it's important to have protection that constantly and intelligently scan this program. And next is ransomware. Ransomware is malicious software that gain access to sensitive information within a system, encrypt that information so that the user cannot access it, and then demand the financial payout for the data to be released. Ransomware is commonly part of phishing and scam. By clicking the discussed link, the user downloads the ransomware. The attacker processes the encrypted specific information that can only be opened by a mathematical key they know. When the attacker receives the payment, the data is unlocked. And the next is how to prevent malware. First, ensure your and computer system are up and up regularly. In the event of malware incident, this can provide quicker remediation and recovery. And second is install software that support anti-malware, antivirus, and anti-spyware. This software should include scanning, identifying, quarantining, removing malware types from systems successfully. By employing the use of software that help detect and remedy malware threats, such as Bitdefender and McAfee antivirus. It can help people and business better protect their data. And the third is avoid suspicious email and websites. Cybercriminals are looking for the new avenues and methods in order to use malware to attack organizations or individuals. It's best to avoid websites that seem suspicious and report any unsolicited email and attachment sent to you if you are unsure the source. The last is anti strong password. Given that many hackers and malware programs can use keylogger and spyware to track user information and data, it's important to use strong password. More complex password, along with multi-factor authentication or MFI, can help minimize the likelihood of password cracking. And the conclusion of the second discussion is malicious software or malware is a significant threat in our digital world. It disrupts the interface system that enable users to perform daily tasks on the computer. Despite this complexity, the essence of malware is simple. It's software designed to harm or exploit the system. However, with the right knowledge and tools, you can protect yourself and continue to harness the power of technology for good. Let's stay vigilant and proactive in safeguarding your digital space. Thank you.